Hello there, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Now, if you've played Super Mario 64, you know that there is a wealth of content to find in the game. All these little secrets and hidden details and things like that. Loads of lovely stuff, potentially more than your potentially childlike mind could handle at the time. So many, in fact, that there's no way we could do this game justice by doing it in a single video using our standard 5 format. So, look out for future installments in this series in the future. But yes, secrets and plenty of them, and for this video, we're going to be using the Wii U Virtual Console version of Super Mario 64, purely for ease. This stuff should work on all of them. Officially the cutest secret in our list, or any list for that matter. If you do a dive next to the baby penguin in Cool Cool Mountain, you'll discover something that may well make your ovaries burst. You too, fellas. In a monkey see, monkey do act of conformity, the little baby penguin will do a belly flop all of its own in response. This is the sort of thing you probably hear banded around the school playground, and you might sort of think, it's not really true, but who knew it actually was true? Maybe Billy wasn't lying after all. Arguably one of the more frustrating levels in the game, but did you notice how the water seems to change supposedly at random whenever you enter? Well, it's not random. In fact, it's very much controllable. Depending on how high you enter the painting, the water's depth will respond accordingly, meaning you can get to downtown much more easily if you enter right at the top during your entrance. You know all those wooden posts you find dotted around that you can hammer into the ground using your derriere? Well, they're not just useful for that satisfying sound. If you run around them enough times, you can actually get a handful of bonus coins for your trouble. But whoa there, don't go slamming any of them into the ground before you do though, as even the most gently pounded individual won't be willing to cough up any coins once the deed is done. Mario is a fatty, we all know it. But is it really the place of a friendly Strigiform to make such a big deal of the situation? Well, this chap seems to have disregarded all politeness in that regard, and instead if you grab onto its talons and hang there for too long, he'll start to get fussy about Mario's portion sizes to the point that he just lets go of him, regardless of how abyssal the space below him may be. Rude. Who doesn't like butterflies, honestly? They're pretty, they're gentle, they pollinate our crops, and sometimes they turn into heat-seeking explosives. That's right, on Tiny Huge Island, if you stick around at the start when you're big, you can encounter 3 butterflies of questionable ethics. Touch them in the right way, steady, or better yet, punch them and they'll come after you with a vengeance. Sometimes they turn into lives as well, but that did not seem to happen very often for me. Clearly, they just don't like me. That's all for part 1, but if you've got any Mario 64 secrets you'd like to share, let us know down there in the comments. We'll be listening. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you punch that subscribe button in the hope of it not turning into a giant bomb? And be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.